Todd and Erin morning stream.
Morning.
Get our daily dead guy. Not enough coffee or too much?
With you, it's never certain, is it?
I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm.
So we actually got some really fun stuff today. Go ahead and let's look at the mountains.
Okay, this is the Robert J. DeBry mountain cam. If you take a look, it's a beautiful morning. It's a little windy, but we kind of all expected that. That's okay. But look how perfect it is.
It's going to be like
filtering in that sort of elegant way.
25 to 30 miles an hour, cooler, highs, 67, did you say?
Isn't that random?
Karen Paulson, hi, good morning. How are you? Facebook.
That's always amazed me.
That she watches?
No. No, that we can be like 95 and then it goes down to 67 and it's like, it's June.
It's yesterday, I got to tell you,
Melissa.
yesterday, man, we had a crazy weekend. Yard sales and open houses don't go together, by the way. We went and helped our friends with a yard sale, and we brought some of our stuff, so we were away for the day. Then we got done, and we're like, oh, let's just go home. And suddenly we realized it was 3:45.
We can't go home.
We had a 2-hour open house, so then we went till 6 o'clock.
Okay, but you missed the best part of this, though, which is at one point my realtor called, who's the most amazing woman in the world, and she goes, you're going to kill me. She goes, I just realized we're in a wedding party that I thought was next Saturday, but it was apparently this Saturday. And I said, I can go home and put on a skirt and I can pretend to be a realtor. I'll just be like your simple-minded assistant and I can stand there and pass out brochures for an hour. So she went, that would be great. And it was actually really cool because I got to totally fake it.
But this is totally dangerous because now you're in your home and people are saying bad things about it.
No, that was cool. There was somebody, I could hear them shrieking from our master bathroom, why would you pick that color? And I'm like, that's fine. But it was funny because people would ask questions and I actually had the answers because they go, what happened to the floor in the kitchen? I go, Nanny. Yeah, their nanny used dishwashing detergent soap instead of the actual dishwasher soap. And then went bubbles. Yeah.
Everywhere.
We got that.
Twice, actually.
So that was pretty handy.
Trashed the floor.
But it was pretty funny. But there were a couple of times that I heard like weird noises and there was one young couple that didn't come down for a while. And I'm like, should I go up and just check?
Our bedroom's rather romantic.
Because I was like, yeah, but that kind of just ruined the ambiance for me, just that simple
gross.
thought.
Yeah,
so,
actually.
Yeah, but no, it was funny just hearing what people think about your house.
Yeah.
Because stuff they'll never tell you, and it was just interesting. And they're like, that's nice. That's just hideous. Why would they do that like that? Oh, that must be because of the dog.
We're not going to do that again.
No, I liked it. It was interesting for me.
I don't think I could do it.
Like I said, I thought it was interesting to find out what people really thought. No one ever tells you to your face.
This is true.
I mean, that's probably a good thing in many, many cases. But
and then some of your neighbors come through as nice as they can, but they're checking it out because they're like,
I always flat out say, just go walk through it, and then you can criticize my taste when I'm not listening. That's fine.
And my yard used to look, my backyard full of flowers, and the grass is perfect.
And we had dogs.
And then kids.
Yeah.
And it looks like something exploded back there. It looks like the day after.
Do you remember when you had a lawn before you had a dog?
Oh, it was just green.
Yeah, those were good
all
days.
The flowers. And
now we have a dog.
Now we have poop.
We have a dog. And we have poop.
Oh, I love these fast motion. I love these.
What are we doing?
I got to get this right. I got to tell you about this. Bangor Highway. They have a pedestrian bridge. And they said, what the heck? Let's go ahead and move it. And this is what it looked like. There's the bridge.
Stuff of how they can dismantle a bridge overnight and then reset it back up because they've like built everything in advance and they just lay it by the side and then just whip everything back into shape.
It's crazy.
Apparently other people just knock stuff down and leave it like that for a while, which is problematic for a lot of us. So that was kind of cool.
That is cool.
All right, people who are going to hell.
What do you got?
Oh no, I've been waiting for this one.
Really?
Okay, I'm pretty sure Brandon's got a mugshot because I want you to see this lady because
you
would be
shot?
thinking at
She got
69.
caught.
Oh, look at her! It's like a nana except for that angry mouth. Linda
Is
Tracy
that
Gilman.
Is that a resting murder face?
Pretty much. Linda Tracy Gilman, 69 years old. Now,
Okay.
this woman should be a nana. Should be having grandkids.
Pushing them
but
on
no,
swings.
she's allegedly instead trying to hire hitmen. Now, get
How does this work?
This is the sad part. A woman's already facing charges for allegedly trying to hire a hitman to kill her ex-husband, right?
That's bad.
Well, now she's facing additional charges because she was trying to find another hitman to take out the first hitman, thus preventing him from testifying.
But then you have another hitman to testify.
According to charging documents, Gilman asked an employee who rents a condominium from her if he could arrange to have her ex-husband taken care of. She allegedly gave the man $5,000 and promised him $100,000 more when she collected her poor ex-husband's life insurance.
Oh, wait.
She was married to Dwayne Gilman. Now, the plan was for the man to hire then a third person who would be a subcontractor. We might need a flow chart to carry out the killing and look like Dwayne Gilman died from a drug overdose, according to charging documents. Well, of course, then she went to the Salt Lake County Jail pending her court proceedings and then asked another inmate to green light the man she had hired, according to charging documents. Apparently, green light means to have someone killed. See, this is what kills me, that Linda's like almost 70. She's got all the cool, like jail lingo down. So she probably knows how to like make one of those shivs out of a spoon and stuff. Because like it seems like she seems to be fairly, hip to the lingo. So
Shouldn't she be crocheting?
Wait, it gets better.
There can't be
In
more.
February, Gilman then approaches another inmate whom she thought would be affiliated with a white supremacist gang.
Kidding me?
And told them about the life insurance policy on her ex-husband. Gilman then referred to herself as the bank and said she could make everything happen, according to charging documents. Gilman said that if the man ended up dead or disappearing, that I could walk out of here a free woman and be passing out cash to you. I'd be making it rain. So the other inmates stopped talking to Gilman when she realized what the woman was asking, and then, of course, went and told the prison officials. So now she's facing 2 separate charges of trying to knock off her poor husband, and then apparently the first hitman with the second husband, who she greenlit while being the bank. All for a 70-year-old. Now, that is an active octogenarian. No more walking around the mall in deep trade Snickers
What
for her.
the
She's
hell?
got more going on.
What the hell?
She's killing people right and left.
So she didn't get away with anything.
Apparently not, but she sure tried.
And she didn't kill her husband.
I'm sure ex-husband, and I'm sure he's grateful for that too.
Well, he's got the money.
No, he doesn't.
Transfer the insurance thing to someone else.
I think that would be wise at this point.
Right.
Maybe even your cat.
Like
Anyone
the Humane
but her.
Society. I
Yeah,
was going,
really.
The Humane Society.
Anyone but Linda Tracy Gilman, who apparently, yeah,
Yeah.
people who are going to hell.
We saw something funny on Facebook the other day. Now, when you went down, we had you taste tested the new M&Ms.
Yeah, the new caramel M&Ms. These are like my kryptonite. I've been waiting for these for like almost a year because they actually teased last year they were going to bring them out in May. And it took me like a good 2 weeks to find them. See, that was the funny thing. Every place I'd go, they were like, oh, we sold out. They're already gone. And I finally went into a Smith's down here on 106th, and she was just cutting open a box. And she goes, here, take one.
And
She says,
run!
No, so apparently someone had already said, I'm buying that case. So she gave me one bag out of it, and I just made for the cashier stand, which is how we got to taste them last week.
Okay.
So my girlfriend Cindy Booth on Facebook, I guess, has been looking for these forever. And she wanted to also do kind of a taste test with some of her friends. And so her girlfriend apparently was down at the Riverdale Walmart. And lo and behold, they had the big purple bags, the sharing sizes.
This is hilarious.
Now Cindy had texted her going, "Oh my God, can you get me 5?" And the woman realized, "Oh crap, I don't have the cash." So what she did is she went over to the feminine hygiene product aisle,
Now,
and
look
she
at it.
hid the M&Ms behind the Stay Free box. Now, if you look to the Stay Free box to the left. It is slightly askew.
It is askew.
Indicating that perhaps someone has been manipulating said boxes, and she hid the.
This is brilliant.
The M&M bags behind the maxi pads so that when
is-
Cindy could get her butt into the Riverdale Walmart, she could select them. And she thanked her friend on Facebook, and her friend said, "I would do it for any of you."
That is
I just thought it was
hilarious.
genius, though, right?
Well, no guy would find them. So
Also,
that takes care of half the population.
also, there is a pleasing symmetry there if you think about it.
Oh, menstrual.
Chocolate, cycles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It's like the circle of life, except for not Disney, involving Carmen and Steph.
Stephanie, my pregnant niece, is watching us today
Morning, sweetheart.
from New England.
I love the pictures. She had these really cute pictures taken of her cute pregnant belly.
I have one too, but it's caused by something else. All right.
It's a food baby.
I did get a chance after a yard sale the other day on Saturday, to go to the food truck face-off.
I'm so jealous. Yeah, Zachy and I are like picking up dog poop in the backyard for the open house, and you and Zoe got to go to the food truck face-off.
I had to take care of the people who were helping us with the yard sale. There, Eric, take a look. Take a look.
We have 4th Street Clinic, YWCA, we have Volunteers of America, and then we have Community Action. So the funds, it's kind of a little bit of a competition for them too, of trying to get people to come out and raise funds. And it's a competition for the food trucks as well, to see who can sell the most tickets for charity. And whoever wins gets the award as being the food truck champion for this year.
As nonprofits, oftentimes we're limited on resources. We feel that we're struggling to get our voice heard. And with the help of the Food Truck League, as well as all of the other nonprofit partners, we really feel that our voice is amplified, and it's just a really great opportunity to talk about the work that we do and, hopefully educate the community a little bit more.
Oh, man.
Slow
They
motion.
had the poutine truck there. You didn't even tell me.
Did you see the pause?
The meaningful pause?
There was a meaningful pause.
Well, it's cool. This is the 3rd annual, and they ended up having like 30 food trucks there. Biggest
That's
food
cool.
truck rally in Utah, over 10,000 people. Now, here's what I think is cool. What they're doing is it's $6 a ticket. So the tickets are redeemed to the food trucks, and
Right.
the food trucks who have the most tickets wins. Now, the proceeds benefited like the 4th Street Clinic, YWCA, Volunteers of America, Community Action. Last year, they raised over $100,000. This year, over $200,000 in one afternoon. Now, that's really cool for charity.
Yeah, and it's really cool. I think that more and more people are starting to figure out the food truck thing. The sad thing is, though, it always hurts me.
Why?
Hurts my little feelings.
How so?
Because there was like 15 or 20 food trucks, right?
Over
and
30.
some of the crazy ones that are like super popular.
Like the poutine truck.
That, and then the funnel cake ones and stuff like that.
Always.
A big line, and this is 6 o'clock, and other ones didn't have anybody.
Oh, don't you hate that? You always feel
There's
bad.
A
You go
chicken
over.
truck that was just sad.
Oh.
But the other people are just kicking it, and because you get a rep, and I guess people who are digging it and stuff. And the other weird thing I noticed, it was a great event, by the way. We got to talk to some really nice people. The beer garden had 2 people in it.
You would think it would be a little more popular than that, wouldn't you?
At 6 o'clock on a Saturday, and it was right in the middle of, there was trees around, but right in the middle of the field.
I would have totally participated in the beer garden.
They put a big fence around and everything, and a couple tables, and there's 2 people, and they're going like this. They look like they were in beer jail or corralled like beer drinking cattle.
All right, we better go to Daisy in the Gephardt Daily Newsroom. It's brought to you, of course, by Robert J. DeBry. Robert J. DeBry been helping accident injury victims for 20 years, giving away over $300,000 worth of bike helmets to keep our kids safe. Also by Executive Transportation, you can get a great ride to the airport or for a fantastic night out by going to executiveutah.com. And also All Utah Plumbing. This is the perfect time to call our friend John and make sure that your air conditioner, your swamp cooler, and all your sprinklers are up to date by going to allutahplumbing.com. Daisy, good morning. What's going on?
Good morning, Todd and Erin. Hello, everyone. Here's what's making headlines this morning on GephartDaily.com. One person is dead and a suspect is in custody after a shooting Sunday afternoon outside the Iris Apartments at 4865 South State Street near the Desert Star Playhouse. Murray police were dispatched on a shots fired call shortly after 4:30 p.m. When officers arrived, they found a wounded man outside the apartments. The victim was rushed to the hospital but later died. A male suspect was taken into custody. The police investigation is ongoing. A unified police officer is in fair condition after his cruiser collided with another vehicle early Monday morning. A UPD spokesman tells Gephardt Daily the officer was responding to an emergency call in Magna of man with a gun when the accident happened near 3500 South, 5600 West. The officer was taken to the hospital but was expected to be released. Investigators are trying to determine how the crash happened. No other reports of injuries. 5 teens are in serious trouble, with 3 of them behind bars after leading West Valley City Police on a high-speed chase overnight. The chase began shortly after 1 a.m. when a West Valley patrol officers spotted a stolen car near 4000 West, 4100 South. The car bolted, reaching speeds of 80 miles an hour before jumping a curb and coming to a stop at 4300 South, 1300 West. The teens who were booked into jail face potential auto theft charges along with fleeing police. And now a quick look at the first 3 days of your work week weather, where temperatures will hover in the low to mid 70s Monday through Wednesday. You can expect mostly sunny skies, although there is a chance of showers Tuesday. That's it for now. More headlines 24/7 on GebhardtDaily.com.
Thank you, beloved Daisy. All right, Christopher's is the big thank you. Basically, we talked to Melissa down at Christopher's Prime Steakhouse and said, we have all of these amazing friends that followed us from radio. We have like 400,000 people who actually watch the show, and we're not sure why, but we're really grateful. So he said, would you mind doing this with us? And she said, of course. So basically, we send you to Christopher's Prime Steakhouse. Dinner for 4, you get to reconnect with friends that you love, hang out, talk, be childish, immature, all that stuff. And then, of course, we send you there and back with our dear friend March over at Executive Transportation in one of his sweet Escalades. And so you get to scream out the window and be totally childish. By the way, he hates that part, but he'll put up with it.
No flashing.
He's like that.
Not allowed.
No, we had that. We learned that. Yeah. No, not us personally.
Yeah, okay.
But we
It
learned
was a
that from one group.
Friend
Yeah.
of ours.
Yeah, exactly.
That's it.
The important thing is this: all you have
Look
to do
like Erin.
to enter. Hey, that is so not even true. Don't you do that?
It's not true.
So not me.
It was,
All right.
It was me.
Well, yeah, we expected that. All right, all you have to do is just go to one of our Facebook pages to enter. Very simple. Just go to Gebhardt Daily, Gebhardt Approved, or Todd and Erin. You can comment on the show today, make a comment, like and share, and you're automatically entered, and then we'll draw another winner on Friday. So I can hardly wait to tell poor March about who he's picking up for this week. It's going to be epic.
Troublemakers.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
Say hello to some people. Sam, Karen, MJ, Nelson.
MJ, I love you so much.
Morning.
Oh, good morning, Melissa. How are you, sweetheart? Happy birthday, by the way.
We're just following that on Facebook.
Yeah, so Facebook Live, if you're with us, thank you. And we
Okay.
love you very much.
Some people have mentioned that I make fun of Erin. And I do. But I do it with love. You have your shots at me.
I don't think if
'Cause
you balance the ratio, I
Look
think
at
it's
me.
fair.
I'm easy target. Okay?
Well, easy.
So we had the yard sale in my friend's front yard.
I know where this is going.
Yeah, you do. So we had this little black metal, what would you call it? Little
It's
garden
a bistro stand with two little
bistro
chairs.
table with two
and then
chairs.
a wrought iron table.
And you would put this in a garden setting. It's an outdoor thing. And it was really cute.
Because we always had this vision that we would sit in our garden and Todd and I would have a glass of wine and look at the garden and talk. And then we realized
We have kids.
That's never going to happen.
Never.
Ever in our
Ever.
lives.
So we were selling it. So the guy looks over and I'm about 30, 40 feet away, and he goes, how much for the table? And I look at him, I go, $40. Erin is standing 10 feet away from the guy, and she goes, and talking to me, it's really only like 25.
Now you said $50, and I knew what we bought it for. That just seemed ridiculous.
The guy turns and looks at her, and then looks back at me. And I was like, what are you doing? This is not how this works. See, you don't say anything, and he comes to 30, and then you end up at 25 and 30 and then 40, and then you got the money and you go. So I look at the guy, and I went, well, the woman has spoken. There's $25 will do it. How?
Oh, and like the 6 upholstered chairs you were trying to sell for $200.
I got them for free. I ended up selling them for $40.
Yeah, why did you start at $200? Why didn't you just say they're made of pure gold? I mean,
This is how it works. You ready? Okay, so
here we go. The expert speaks, guys.
Now here's the pen. Okay, and ask me how I'm selling it. You're gonna buy it.
Hey, baby, can I buy that pen from you? How much do you want?
$35.
But you know, I know that brand new that pen would be like $2.
And what's your offer? I want $35.
10 cents.
You know what? The best I'll do is like 25.
10 cents.
No, you're supposed to come up. See, you're trying to meet in the middle someplace. You say 5, I say 10, we sell for 7. Has no one watched Pawn Stars.
But
Has no one watched American Picker?
Don't you think that putting something at a ridiculously high price will just basically have someone look at you go, well, you're clinically insane, and walk off versus going, I'm going to try to barter with you?
There's a trick to this, and the trick is,
here we go.
They filled up the back of my truck, and by the end of the last hour and a half, you go, I don't want to take those home. And so the guy came up and he looked, and I said, make me an offer. And he's probably thinking 70, 100, something like that. And I'll go, $40, no dickering, take them away now. And he did. See? And I didn't have to put them back into my truck. So I'm
going to tell you about Robert J. DeBry and Associates. Robert J. DeBry, now he's a personal injury accident attorney. He's been around the valley forever, and here's why. Because he's been so involved in the community, and every one of his associates are too. Like the Save a Life Helmet Safety Campaign. These are $5 kid helmets, and he's given away, and these are way below cost, and he's spent like over $300,000 making sure that little kids have helmets. He wants to make sure that families
they're
are
so
safe.
cute.
Now they're talking about drunk driving. He's been working with mothers against drunk driving for years and years and years. And one of the things that they do with the DeBry Free Rides Home, especially during big holiday weekends when there's like a lot of opportunity and danger of these problems, they will make sure that someone gets a safe way home for up to $35. Now you got to admit, that's pretty amazing. There's tons of different support groups that they work with because they want to kind of make sure that they keep a finger on what's going on and where their help is needed. But the thing that I like most about them is that they're available 24/7. There's none of this, oh yeah, well you can wait 3 weeks for an appointment and we'll see if we can get you taken care of. It's never like that with them. English, Spanish, whatever it is, whenever you need them 24/7, they are there for you. You can just go to robertdebry.com for more information.
All right, so coming up next, I made a video. Yeah. It's coming up next.
We're brought to you this morning by Executive Transportation. Elegant service, professional style. Go to executiveutah.com. And All Utah Plumbing. Your home deserves the best. 24-hour emergency service at allutahplumbing.com. And also by Columbus Travel. If you go to columbusvacations.com, you can sign up for a weekly newsletter that always has great last-minute deals on hotels, airfare, cruises, and more. Did you know you can catch the Todd and Erin morning stream any time of the day or night on Facebook, YouTube, and SoundCloud, and GephardtDaily.com?
All right, so why are people making fun of me on Facebook now?
Because you're a dork.
Well, I know that. So I want you to look at this.
Oh, you went up, you saw the grasses, didn't you?
Mm-hmm. See, and you know what that is? That's actually the amber waves of grain. That's what it looks like.
That
That's
is
what
the actual song,
The
isn't
waves of grain.
But
Yeah.
it does, it looks like the ocean, and I never realized that until I saw it a couple of weeks ago, and how
There you
amazing it
go.
looked.
That's the one.
But you see it how, I mean, yeah, it really is. It's the ocean.
And I hope the guys in the production booth admire me for not panning.
There really were pan issues, weren't they?
Right? They're clapping. Jerks. It was so pretty.
I thought you were supposed to pan until they told us
No,
no.
you're not supposed to pan. All
I
right.
thought it was nice.
And here's my big closer.
Okay.
All right. So anyway,
It is beautiful.
It
I
is.
think you did a really nice job.
and what you're looking there is the amber waves of grain.
You can totally pan.
No,
You always
no.
want this about.
Totally
Okay,
pan.
now
No.
Richard, our photographer, goes,
Wait,
oh,
wait.
you can pan.
Enjoy this.
Ooh, it's the bird's eye view.
It's the going through the grass thing.
Mm-hmm. Very
It's
hip.
like a very short person with a camera.
Yeah. Were you crawling?
No, I was walking.
Really?
It's like up to your waist.
Oh, that's true.
So you know what else we call that? Fire danger. In about 4 weeks.
Yeah, right now it's beautiful. In 4 weeks it will be death.
It's huge.
Yeah.
Anyway, I thought it was really pretty.
Holly Festival of Colors. This was an amazing weekend. The Holly Festival of Colors. They did this at the Salt Lake City Krishna Temple. And if you've never seen this before, aside from the fact that it's absolutely beautiful, it's a ton of fun. Have a look.
We respect the culture from which it comes. It's a spring festival that's been celebrated in India for thousands of years. It also celebrates the triumph of good over evil. It's an opportunity for people to bury the hatchet to come close together to celebrate community and togetherness.
When everybody gets all painted up in color, you can't recognize almost who they are. So everyone blends into one. There's no agenda, there's no political agendas, there's no sexual orientation, there's none of that. We're just all the same, and we blend into oneness.
I do think that especially this time right now, we need to be accepting everybody and their religions and their cultures and understanding it a bit more. So that was really good for us to do that here.
That little girl was hysterical.
Just, to her mom, just orange.
And then her mom like whacked her on the top of the head,
Yeah.
pink. No, I really
So
like the
good
Salt Lake
music.
City one a little bit better, to be honest, than the Spanish Fork one. The big temple is down there, and it's very beautiful, but it's gigantic. I like the Salt Lake City one because it's a little bit more intimate, it's fun, and you basically hit everybody in the face with your colors.
And the colors are cornstarch, in case you were wondering.
But see, the nice thing about this, though, is that what it's supposed to represent
People
is
are hiding.
that you're letting go of past hurts and past insults, and you set all those things free. And the color symbolizes that you're back to embracing nature and you're back to embracing the world again. And it's an incredible celebration. It's a lot of fun to go to.
No, before you do this, there was a moment this weekend that I think was touching, and it was between Erin and myself. And Erin actually, she gave me one of those looks, and we were in the living room. She gave me one of those looks, and she said, "Come here," like that. And you're going, "Okay." She goes, "Come and sit down," and I'm like, "Wow, this is kind of spontaneous," and then I sit down, and she sat forward, and then straddled my legs and pulled out a pair of tweezers and plucked the hair between my eyebrows.
Oh, no. Women, are you with me? Seriously. No, there's that one, and it curls out like a unicorn spike or something. And when you're talking to him, it's all you can do is just to look at it, and then your eyes start crossing because that's all you're looking at. And you're like this. I mean, I had to. It was for self-preservation. There's not a woman who doesn't understand that. Marianne, you know I'm right. Thank you. All right, moving on. The Scottish Fest was amazing. Now, this is one we usually hit. They usually have it down at Thanksgiving Point. They moved it up to the Utah State Fair Park this year. 100,000 people, and you have a look.
Our organization exists to preserve and promote Scottish heritage and the Scottish contribution to society as a whole.
It is important to remember the ways that people divided themselves into families, but the cohesion of those family groups and how important it was to them. And for people to still remember that as humans we need social cohesion and family groups in our lives to feel like we belong to something.
I think it's important to learn about all sorts of cultures, Scottish, Irish, English, Japanese, Chinese. I think the more we learn about the rest of the world, the more we realize how similar and how different we all are.
So cool.
Richard, thank you for the shout out for Clan Fraser.
Wait,
That's my clan.
What's the robot on the right
Todd's the
for?
McLean of Dewart.
What was the cosplay guy doing there?
You know.
What's great about the Scots? The Scots being a McLean of Dewart, the sporting.
We're the hardcore Scots.
Yeah, except Erin sold out the country with the Frasers. But
shut up.
Look at this. This is a fun thing. Other sports, other countries have certain sports. We throw heavy objects over bars and throw logs.
Okay, caber tossing was an important sport back in the medieval times when there wasn't cable. Okay, we had to find our own fun.
The Romans had all these sports.
Zoe's going to start learning Highland dancing this year. I'm so excited. If you've never been, by the way, it really is fun. Try to hit it. They have 2 or 3 different Scottish festivals along the Wasatch Front during the summer. But you hear the bagpipes at sunset, and you get a chill that goes through your entire body.
There's actually, we live by the Salt Lake City, the old cemetery, and every once in a while in the evening, when they're having a service for someone, you can hear the bagpipe sing, play Amazing Grace, and throughout the trees and stuff, it's like haunting.
I'm getting verklempt. Don't.
Yeah.
It is that amazing. All right, tell me something good. If that didn't make you verklempt, we're going to do it this time. I had not realized how deeply embedded autism now is with our kids. I mean, we had gone from, I think it was 1 in 10,000 back in 1980 to 1 in every 41 boys now, and that's
some place on the spectrum, not
Yeah, but the autism spectrum is broad, but this little guy in particular, Evan O'Dwyer, has nonverbal autism, sensory disorders, which happens with a lot of kids, where it's like, it's just too tough. Now,
I think it looks like a troublemaker.
now for our boys who have autism, doing haircuts was like unbearable, because think about it, the snip, snip, snip right next to your ear.
Horrible.
It's just like, kill me now, or the buzz of, the shaver. So poor Evan went in and he was trying to get his hair cut, it's like, come on, it's time. We got to do this. So she took him to Baldy Barber, and
What's the name of the place?
Baldy Barber.
That's a little scary.
And this is Dansha O'Connell. So she said, we can work this out. And she'd gone in and she'd introduced Evan to him first and kind of got to know him a little bit. But so they're halfway through the haircut in the barber shop, and Evan can't take it anymore.
No.
The poor little guy. I can't blame him.
With our kids, it was like a speed trial. I mean, it was just like
just unbearable.
Just
so,
clip, clips, get it done in like 4 minutes, and that was all they could take.
Poor little dude would just jump out of his chair. He couldn't take it. So his mom said, we got to go back to a safe place, which is the minivan. And so here's the thing that's so cool. Dansha goes, oh yeah, that's no problem. So he grabbed all of his equipment. He crouched back into the minivan, and he just cut his hair there.
Giving him a haircut.
And it's just it's things like that, though, that I think that are absolutely beautiful. And while he was in there, he said, look, your brother's kind of scruffy. You want him to get me taken care of? I'll take it. So, just tidied up his beard, did a few other things. But that kind of thing is so moving to me that he's like, I can make this work. We'll just do something else. And for people like that who are willing to take a few extra minutes and do something a little bit differently.
Right.
I mean, there was a time our son became so frightened of the dentist. Dr. Stephen Smith, our dentist, would get down his knees, and McLean would be in the corner of the room, and he would just do the whole exam there.
Which is great.
When you see these kind of people who are willing to do anything to make it work, you have to love them.
Plus, he could have a new job, a new business service.
The minivan haircuts?
Haircuts on the go. So they do it for puppies and dog grooming. They should do it. Wouldn't it be great if you had a simple haircut and you just come up and pull up in your driveway and
grab your razors. Let's just
right.
get this over with. I can see that, yeah.
All right, here's another one, just in case you're not verklempt enough.
I love this one.
It's a very simple story, and go ahead and show them the first. This is Dad walking his child to kindergarten.
Now, this is Brittany Gaylor, and she put this up on her Twitter page. This is her very first day of kindergarten, and her dad would walk her to school every single day.
And then
rain or shine,
here is the picture walking her the last day of high school. So she put it up online. It was
can you imagine the connection of 15 years of walking your daughter back and forth to school every single day, and the combination of the very beginning and the very end?
Can you imagine the content of the conversations walking your kid to school every day, and the amount of time you would spend with that person, the better understanding? Do we all feel like really lousy parents now?
I already am.
The answer is nice.
That's a given.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, it is.
Well done, Todd.
Yeah, we all feel ashamed. Now, what is this about Spaceballs?
Oh, it's up for auction.
What?
Where's my information?
Now, is this the actual Rick Moranis? Are you talking about the movie that Mel Brooks did with Spaceballs?
Yeah, Spaceballs. You remember? And he played. Go ahead and show. Rick.
He played the Darth Vader-esque guy, right, with the gigantic monster helmet.
It's up for auction. How
really?
cool is that?
After what, like 20? Is that like a tie?
Right.
That's adorable. Oh. Good morning, Tracy. By the way, Tracy Brett Smith. This is Mason's mom. We love you, sweetie.
Good job.
Look at the little tie. That's adorable. So it's up for auction?
It used to, the story behind this is that it used to cover his entire body, and then they trimmed it back and trimmed it back and trimmed it back, and they end up with this. It's got the visor. They're expecting around $8,000. $8,000 for it. They also made a model of, remember the RV? The RV that through space.
RV.
They've got a little one of that.
That is so dopey.
But they're thinking that's going to go for like $20,000. It was called the Lone Star, the Barf's Eagle 5 Space Winnebago.
That is so seriously stupid.
It's like 36 inches long, and they're expecting $20,000 for it.
All right. Hey, coming up next, women reading your mind. Like you didn't know that about us already.
Yikes.
We'll explain next.
Merit Medical. Why work for fast food wages when you can start at Merit for a whole lot more? Merit Medical. Great products, great people, a great company. Learn more at merit.com/careers. The law offices of Robert J. DeBry and Associates, with offices in Salt Lake City, Sandy City, and St. George. Check them out at robertdebry.com. The Todd and Erin morning stream is actually available anytime at GephardtDaily.com. Just click on the Todd and Erin page.
That is amazing they can do it that fast.
I think it's just so
Plus,
fun.
they put it to dubstep, so I always like watching it.
It's like, let's move a bridge.
I know, but then everybody gets to watch it.
All right, so thank you very much for joining us today.
By the way, if you're looking behind us, you can see the wind's really picking up now. They're saying up to 50-mile-an-hour wind gusts today, and the temperatures dropped. So, boy, I picked the right day to wear a tank top. That was genius. You know.
So anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for commenting on Facebook. If you want to see our show,
Good
where
morning,
is it
Kristen.
available?
Good morning, Leslie. Oh, embarrassingly easy. It's a Facebook Live, but you can watch it any time of the day or night on Facebook, also on YouTube, the Todd and Erin channel, or you can do it on SoundCloud if you want to just listen in the car, Todd and Erin. And you can also go to GephardtDaily.com if you want to do the binge watch. Although you have to have a really strong
All the shows are there.
gag reflex for that one.
All right, so on the foothills, taking a walk yesterday with the Zach Meister, my boy. The wind was blowing then, the tall grass. We're going to leave you with this. You guys have a good day. We'll see you tomorrow.